Okay, guys, let's get started. So, I would like to welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune training session. Today is day one. Yesterday, we had done overview session of this Microsoft Intune. Now, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Kashif. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as architect. My roles and responsibility is to design and implement technologies for our organization. I have expertise on various platforms like SCCM, Intune, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, Microsoft 365. I have completed my master's in information technology and I am a Microsoft certified professional. Apart from my day-to-day activities, I am involved in training, wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. This is my website and email address, guys. So that's about me. Let me take you to the next slide, which talks about Microsoft Intune. Now, Microsoft Intune started in the year 2010. Now, from 2010 till 2019, this was going okay. But after COVID-19, people started working from home. So when people started working from home, then we were not able to manage their laptops and generally laptops. We were not able to manage their computers, especially Windows devices, because people were not inside the office premises. They were on different connection. So it was very difficult to deploy policies, deploy applications, deploy updates. We faced a lot of challenges. And at that time, SCCM was managing all the devices across the globe. SCCM is also a Microsoft technology, Microsoft product, which helps you to do the similar kind of things what Intune does. So SCCM was managing devices all over the globe. But SCCM is basically designed to manage on-premises devices. When the devices is not inside the premises, then it is having a lot of challenges, a lot of issues. So Intune came as a savior. So since 2019 to 2025, it is now getting implemented almost everywhere because Intune manages devices all over the globe on internet. That's the best part. So you don't need any LAN connection, or you don't need to ask your employees to come to office to manage their devices. That is the reason Intune is like being implemented across the globe in almost all big size and medium size organization. Okay, all big size and medium size organization, they are implementing Intune to manage their devices. Now, why do we need to manage their devices? We need to manage devices so that we will have control over the devices. Otherwise, people will download any application, they can install anything on their devices. Your data will not be secured enough, right? They can download some malware, or hackers might hack their machines. So we don't want to run into those situations. So what we want is we want to control all the devices what are being utilized in the organization. So generally, people are using Windows 10 and Windows 11, right? Their laptops are Windows 10, Windows 11. So we control these devices through Intune. Intune will be controlling the devices. Intune will be supplying policies to manage the devices. So as Intune administrator, you will log into this Intune console. This is Intune console. And inside Intune console, you will have thousands and thousands of devices. For example, You will have like 10,000 or 100,000 devices of your organization, and you can control these devices. You can deploy policies, you can get the device inventory, then you can deploy, you can factory reset device, you can deploy application, you can deploy configuration. So what all devices you can manage? You can manage Windows, right? Windows 10 and Windows 11. You can manage MacBook, you can manage iPhone, iOS devices, iPad, iPhone, those kind of devices you can manage. You can also manage Android and Linux, Android devices and Linux devices. So basically, Intune covering almost all leading operating system. These are like leading operating system. Everywhere these operating systems are being utilized. So Intune manages all these operating systems. You can cover all these, you can deploy policies and perform many tasks on these devices. Similarly, Intune can also do mobile application management. So you have and MDM and MAM, mobile application management and mobile device management. So you can manage application inside the devices. For example, Outlook. So you can create policy for mobile application. Copy paste not allowed, screenshot not allowed. If user is trying to download any attachment, then it will not download in the device, it will download in OneDrive. All those kind of policies you can define. You can also wipe the data, you can also do configuration policies, self-service. There are various things which you do it from as Intune administrator. You do it from Intune portal. This is your Intune portal. So you create policy, you deploy the policy, and the devices will receive the policy, and it will accordingly behave in that fashion. So Intune, the main reason why we need Intune is to manage devices and manage application. Okay, that's the um, Intune roles and responsibilities. There are various other things which Intune does, but this is the main reason why we need Intune in our organization. Now, Intune will help you manage the devices from all the locations, no matter where the devices are located. Suppose some devices are in Toronto, some devices in Sydney, some are in Dubai, Paris, right? From each and every location, you have control of all the devices, no matter how many devices you have. Thousands and thousands of devices, you can manage them from Intune. So from this Intune console, right? From Intune console, you can deploy application, you can deploy updates, you can deploy configuration, you can deploy compliance policy, you can wipe out the devices, factory reset devices, you can upgrade devices from Windows 10 to Windows 11, you can install, uninstall application, you can repair application, you can factory reset devices, restart, reset devices, you can block some of the features in the devices. There are many things which you can do from Intune portal. So you don't have to travel anywhere as Intune administrator. You just have the console, Intune console, and from that console you can control all the devices from all locations. Now, Intune services are basically running on Azure Cloud Data Center. So you don't have to install any server in your office premises. You just have to take subscription and then you are ready to go. For example, like Gmail. Gmail is what? The servers are already set up by Google somewhere in the cloud. And you just take the subscription and you are able to send and receive emails. Similar concept with Intune. So Intune services are running in Azure Public Data Center, which is present in more than 60 countries now. So when you create your account, suppose you are working for for a company called HCL. Now in this organization, we need Intune. We need to implement Intune. In this organization, we have, for example, 100,000 devices to manage. Now, out of 100,000 devices, here is a bifurcation. For example, Windows 10 and Windows 11 devices, we have somewhere around 90,000 devices, Windows 10 and Windows 11, right? 90,000. People are using Windows 10 and Windows 11 laptops or desktops. Then we have iPhone. For example, 5,000 devices, iPhone. Then we have MacBook, okay? Mac operating system. The 2,000 devices, Mac operating system. Then we have somewhere around 2,000 Android devices, okay? And 1,000 Linux devices. So Intune is gonna help you manage all these devices. 90,000 Windows devices, 5,000 iOS, MacBook, Android, Linux. Now, in order to manage these devices, you do not need to install any server in your office premises. You don't have to build any server, no database required, nothing. You just create your subscription. So your company HCL, suppose they are planning to manage these 100,000 devices, they need Intune subscription. So they will have to pay for it, obviously. So when they create their account, so suppose the company is in the headquarter is in India, for example, in Chennai. So the account will get created either in the India South or India Central, depends on the location, okay, where the company is located. So if the company is located in Australia, then either the account will get created here in Australia East or Australia Southeast. Similarly, in any region, whatever the nearest data center. So account will get created there. So Intune services basically running on more than 60 countries now. Intune data, I mean Azure data center is present in more than 60 countries now. And Intune services are running inside Azure Cloud Data Center. Now, what is data center? Data center is like a big building. From outside it will look like this. You will have, this kind of building. Inside that you have like multiple floors inside that building. Okay, it will always be in a remote area. You will not find data center in cities. Why? Because it will have a heavy cost. In order to you know save cost costing and all, what generally people are doing, the Google data center or Azure
Yeah,
data
that's
center.
true.
Yeah,
Absolutely. In a
yeah,
remote area.
remote area. So that will be in remote area. For example, the first floor and the second floor. This is your dedicated Intune services running on the first floor and the second floor. Okay, first floor and second floor dedicated for Intune services. Okay, other floors are for other purpose. Okay, so now let's assume that the first floor and the second floor, they have made it dedicated for Intune. So this is the outside view of the data center. Now let's move on to the inside view of the data center. Now inside you have containers like this. On each floor you will have containers. So this is one container wherein you see you have multiple racks here. Multiple racks has multiple servers. So in each rack, in each container you have like more than 500 or more than 100 high configured servers. So you have various containers. For example, on each floor you have like 100 containers. Okay, and in 100 containers you have like 50,000 high configured servers. Now when you create your Intune account, your account will get created in any one of the servers. For example, here the account got created. If I create my account will get created here, for example. And I and you will have two different space, separate space. I cannot access your space, you cannot access my space. Okay, so combination of multiple containers, for example 1000 containers, 1000 containers is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. So basically it is a cluster. In that cluster you have thousands of containers. In that containers you have thousands and thousands of servers. So all these are container. As you see, this is one container. Inside that you have internet connection and power connection, and the air cons are working, right? So you don't have to worry about the temperature control. You don't have to worry about the hardware failure of these servers. You don't have to worry about the electricity. Nothing. Microsoft is taking care of all these things. You just have to pay for it. Okay. So if you um, if you take the services, you just have to make payment to Microsoft either monthly or yearly. That's it. Rest all these management, server management, and the electricity cost, and the air conditioning maintenance, and then whatever things are required to maintain this up and running all the time, they will be taking care of that one. You just have to make payment. This is called SaaS architecture. SaaS means software as a service. You do not have to install anything in your office premises. It is all running in the cloud. Cloud means not a literally cloud. Cloud means not present in your organization. It is outside from your premises. Okay. Now, this is the actual architecture of Intune, Microsoft Intune. This is high level diagram. So when you create your Intune account, right? So you get web console. And from web console you do what? Configuration and reporting. Whatever the things you have to perform, you do configuration, you do application deployment, you do policies deployment, you get reports. There are various things which we do. All your information goes to Graph API. Graph API is a communication bridge between you and Intune services. So Graph API is the one which will help you to perform, I mean, to do the connection between Intune and yourself, right? From your in web console, Intune website. So whatever the things which you are supposed to do, your information goes to Graph API. Graph API will understand those things, and it will then uh, pass on to Microsoft Intune services in the backend. So Microsoft Intune services is basically going to configure the devices when if you would like to configure devices, or protect data, depends on your requirement, manage applications, whatever the things you are doing, it is going to do those tasks based on your requirement. So Graph API is like a communication bridge, and Intune has various integrations with Microsoft ecosystems. So Intune will help you to uh, some products are already integrated in Intune, like Microsoft Entra ID. You can get information from Microsoft Entra ID, like user information, devices information, groups information, domain information. Just like SCCM is taking information from on-premises Active Directory, Intune does not take information from Active Directory, rather it takes information from Microsoft Entra ID. So Entra ID is going to pass information to Microsoft Intune. Then you can integrate in SCCM in Intune using co-management feature. Co-management is what it is, basically to manage devices from SCCM and Intune together. Okay, so that is going to help you to integrate SCCM and Intune together. Then Intune has integration with Microsoft 365. Then it has integration with Apple App Store, Google Play Store, Microsoft Store, Microsoft Defender, right? Google Cloud, managed Google Play apps. All these things are integrated. You just have to enable those features to start using it. Okay. Then what all devices you can manage from Intune? You can manage Windows 10, Windows 11, MacBook, Android, iOS, iPad, and Linux devices. All these leading operating systems you can control from Intune. You can also manage mobile application like iOS and iPad application, Android application. Yeah. You have option to deploy updates from Intune portal to your thousands and thousands of devices and make sure all the devices are up to date. They are running the latest version of operating system. They have the latest patches so that our devices are free from vulnerabilities. The hackers will not be able to hack your machines, right? For security reason, we have to make sure all the devices are up to date, and that is your responsibility, not users' responsibility. So you as Intune administrator, you need to make sure all your users devices are up to date. So you have like upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11, right? So all the machines are up to date, and using Windows Update for Business you can deploy policies to your users devices. We have various other options available like Intune Suite, then Windows Autopilot, Endpoint Analytics, Intune Data Warehouse, and then Log Analytics. There are various things which are integrated here. Now, when you do the practical, when you start deploying policies, deploying application, when you get information from Entra ID, and then Defender, then when you deploy application from these Play Store, then you will get more clear picture how Intune is designed from how Intune is designed by Microsoft. So this is a high level diagram, guys. Okay. Now, why Intune is the one which we should use rather than its competitors? So we have to understand that Intune has some competitors, but those competitors are focusing only on mobile operating system like Android and iPhone. So we have various competitors as you see in this picture. This is from VMware Workspace ONE. This was leading in the market in the year 2010 to 2015. Wherever you go, you will find this Workspace ONE. Now people are moving from Workspace ONE to Intune. People are moving from Cisco to this one. Previously, before Workspace ONE, we had BlackBerry. BlackBerry was ruling the market in early 20s, right? But now everyone is moving from these tiny competitors to Intune. Why? Because they are focusing only on Android and iOS devices. But when it comes to Intune, Intune is like a complete package. Windows 10, right? Windows 11, MacBook, iOS devices, iPad devices, right? You can also manage Android and Linux devices. So it is far more better than its competitors. That is the reason people are migrating after COVID-19. So they don't want to utilize these products for Android and iOS and for Windows Intune, right? So they don't want to waste their licenses. So Intune, in one umbrella, all the devices can be controlled, all devices can be enrolled and managed rather than going to two different platforms. That is the reason Intune is like having 40% of market share. Almost everywhere you will find Intune. Either you are in India or outside India, you will find Intune. So that is the reason you have good vacancy, good salary and all. Now, why we should implement Intune in organization? Why Intune is the best choice for organization? Why not the competitors? Point number one, it is easy to deploy. Why? Because you don't have to install any servers. You don't have to install any database. You don't have to do anything. You just create your subscription. That's it. You start managing your devices. Then it has integration with Microsoft ecosystem. Like it has integration with other Microsoft products. Unified management. In one umbrella, you have option to manage various operating systems. It's a SaaS architecture. You don't have to install anything. You just take subscription. That's it. Then it is very cheap for Microsoft customers because most of the organizations are already Microsoft customer, right? So they are already utilizing some license, Microsoft license. So they just have to enable this one, Intune, that's it. So it is very cheap for Microsoft customers. Cross-platform support, that means it has support for iOS, iPad, Android, MacBook, Linux. So basically non-Microsoft products you can, it is also supported. It has various automations, then your employees can work from anywhere. They don't need to come to office to get Intune policies. It has various device management configuration options which you can deploy from Intune portal. You have security and compliance policies to find out whether devices are compliant or non-compliant. You can deploy configuration profile, application, complete application life cycle is there. You can deploy application on Windows, you can deploy application or on Android, iOS devices, iPad, MacBook, okay, all kind of operating system you can deploy application on. Conditional access policy is there. It has more security features than its competitors. Competitors are having less security features. It has various device enrollment methods, and it is pretty simple, straightforward, updates and innovation. So these are the reasons why Intune is the best choice for organization. They can easily implement anytime. It's not like a various complex architecture is there. We have to build a lot of things, not needed. Just take subscription and start enrolling devices. And we have automatic enrollment method as well for Android devices. Automatic enrollment, zero touch enrollment is there for Android. Then you have um, for iOS you have zero touch enrollment. Bulk enrollment is there. Similarly, for Windows devices, you can create group policy and get your device enrolled as quickly as possible. Okay. Now, why Intune is best choice for you? Why you should learn Intune? Because Intune is a matured product for the past 15 years. This is leading in not it is leading for the past 5 years, but it is there in for the past 15 years. So for the past 5 years, this product is leading all over the places to manage mobile devices and applications. It is present in almost all big size and medium size organizations. And that is the reason you have good vacancies, good salary, right? People are earning somewhere around $50 per hour, US dollar. Okay. So if you are in India, you can expect a salary of 800,000 Indian rupees per year, average salary. Now, who can learn this technology? Is it too tough? So anyone from IT or non-IT world, you can easily learn this one. The only thing is you need to be a graduate. Okay, in India, the minimum qualification, education qualification is graduate, either BCom or BA or BSc or BTech, anyone. You do not need to learn any programming languages, coding languages, no uh, uh, C, C++, Java, Python, nothing is required. Everything is GUI based. You just have to follow some steps to get your job done. Then online resources are available. If you face any challenges, you just Google it out and you will get your information on your fingertips. Then you have good career path. You can make your career in this field as a level 1, level 2, level 3 or architect. So these are the reasons why you should learn Intune. I am not saying that you should learn Intune only whenever you are learning any new products. Since you guys are going to learn this Intune, as Intune is new for you, for most of you, right? So you should do some market research, guys. Suppose any new product, not just Intune. So you should take a look on whether it is a matured product or not. You should also need to know about, is it being utilized all over the places? What is the job vacancies, salary, right? Is it easy for me to learn, right? Do I have to learn any coding languages? If coding is very interesting for you, then you should go for in the coding field rather than coming into this Intune. As per my um, opinion, I would suggest whatever the thing which is interesting, you should do that one. That way you will be able to learn easily. You will enjoy that thing rather than you know you learn something which is like little boring for you. So in this one, coding is not there. You don't have to learn any coding languages. Now if you are facing any some challenges, some issues, then do you have any online resources or not? Then do I have any future in this product or not? So all these things you have to do some analysis, then only you choose your career. So for Intune, I have done all these things for you guys so that you can take a look. It is there for the past 15 years. It is being utilized in almost all big size, medium size organization. Good vacancies, good salary. Easily you can learn this one. You don't need to learn any coding and programming languages. Resources are available in case if you are facing some challenges. You have good future in this one. Now, Intune is Intune needs license. You have to pay license fees to Microsoft. You need to take either Microsoft 365 license or standalone license or EMS license. Generally, in organization, we take this license from Microsoft 365 E5 or E3. Intune is already included in that one. Okay, so depends on your requirement. Generally, people are taking this license, and using this license, we are managing devices. So the license cost is for Intune, just Intune, not this Microsoft 365. License cost is $8 per user per month. So it is user-based license, not device-based license. One user can enroll multiple devices. Now, in this training, the session which is started today, we are going to start from scratch, guys. So we will learn theory plus practical with log analysis. Okay. So we are going to see the theory part and we have to do practical. I'll give you assignments and real-time scenario-based example assignments will be there so that you can understand how the things are happening in organization. Okay, so we are going to learn theory plus practical with log analysis. Assignment, you have to complete the assignment. Regular basis, I'll be giving you assignment. So you need to complete that one. And the course content is right here. tinyurl.com/Intune syllabus. Now, after this exam, you you can take this exam. I mean, after this training, you can take this exam MD 102. MD 102 is Microsoft 365 certified Endpoint Administrator Associate. The exam fees is 4,865 plus taxes. So that is you need to pay to Microsoft. If you are in US or Canada, Australia, different countries, not in India, this is for Indian students. If you are outside India, then in US it is 165 USD. Okay. So you have to check your location, where exactly you are located, and based on your location, it's gonna give you the costing. Okay. Now, what all things are included in this training? So in the training, I am going to record each and every session, just like now the session is getting recorded. So after the session, I will upload the recording on my portal, and then share the link with you guys so you can watch online, and recording will be available lifetime. Okay, so I'll be sharing the recording in WhatsApp group. Intune study materials, I'll be sharing Intune study materials, okay, on regular basis. You will get sample resume CV so that you can prepare your resume based on that sample resume. I'll give you interview question and answers which are generally asked in the interview, so you can prepare yourself for interviews, exam dumps, and after the course is completed you will get course completion certificate. So these are the things which are included in this training, guys. So training is today is the day one session, right? We are doing day one, and 9 a.m. we have started, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. India time, IST, India time. Okay, you have to um, convert this into your local time zone. Gloria, I think it is 10:30 EST for you in US. Similarly,
9:30 Central.
oh, Central, you are in Central. Okay, Pedro,
Yeah.
you are in Peru, right? So you change your time. I think it's 10:30 for you. So according to your time zone, you change, convert this into your time zone. So Monday to Friday, we are doing the session. Monday to Friday, India. Okay, India time zone. That will be Sunday to Thursday for you. Those who are in US, Canada, Australia. I mean US, Canada, and Peru. Okay. Now, so that's the uh, duration. I mean the daily duration. Now, total duration, it's gonna take 45 days to finish all the topics. So we have started from yesterday. I mean, today is the day one, right? 18th of November, December. We'll be able to finish it in the first week of January, hopefully. Okay. Now, you need to have this configuration on your computer. You need to have this configuration on your computer. The configuration is um, you need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11. Now Windows 10 is almost obsolete, right? So you need to have either Windows 10 or Windows 11 or MacBook on your laptop or a desktop. You need to have 8 GB RAM, 4 logical processor, and 100 GB hard disk space. That is required. Plus, you need to have a Visa or Master credit card or debit card, and one mobile phone. So when you have this configuration on your computer, we can create one virtual machine here inside your computer. We'll create one virtual machine, a new machine inside your laptop. A new machine will be there, and that machine will control from Intune. We'll be deploying policies and application and updates and everything on this virtual machine. Similarly, we'll deploy policies on your mobile phone to see how it is done in actual environment. Okay. So that is the requirement. I hope this is everyone has this minimum configuration on your computer. Minimum operating system, Windows 10, 11, MacBook, 8 GB minimum RAM, 4 core processor, and 100 GB free hard disk space. Any question from anyone so far?
Kashif Prasad, this Tota this side.
Mm-hmm.
Like this license, we don't have a trial version uh, to practice, Kashif.
We will take trial license. We'll
Oh,
take
oh.
30 days trial license. Okay, 30 days free of cost. We do not have to make any payment to Microsoft. We are going to take Microsoft 365 E3 license. and that is available for 30 days. Plus, we will extend that to another 30 days. So total, how many days we have? 60 days
60
free.
days. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We do not have to make any payment. No payment is needed uh, on this trial license period. So Microsoft 365, we will take it for 60 days, and after 60 days we can take this one, my Intune suite license. Intune suite license, that will another 30 days. So see, you have like 4 months free trial for this Intune thing. Got it?
God, thank
So
you. Thank you.
no worries. Any other question from anyone? Okay, so today it was an overview session, but I have given some more information. If you compare with yesterday's session, yesterday was the demo session. I just gave overview. Now you need to go to in your computer, search system information. Everyone, you have to follow this step. If you are facing challenges to watch and perform the same task at your end, then better you join from mobile from tomorrow onwards. From tomorrow, you join from mobile device. And on the computer, you can follow the steps. Or you can join from, if you have two monitors, then it is well and good. On one monitor, you can keep your meeting screen, and on the other monitor, you can perform the task on your laptop or computer. Got it? Now, if you have only one monitor, then it is better you join from mobile or iPad or from a different device and do the task on your laptop, which I am going to show on my computer. So now system information, you need to search, everyone. When you search system information, you need to take a look on the operating system name. What is your operating system? So if you have Windows 10 or Windows 11, then it is okay. If you are using Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, then you will have to have a different computer. So Windows, I hope everyone is using Windows 10 or Windows 11, or maybe somebody is using Mac, I don't know. So you will have to let me know if you are not using Windows 10 and Windows 11 computer. So that's the first requirement you have to check. Second thing, you need to check your processor. How many logical processors you have? Minimum 4 logical processor is required. Minimum 4 logical processor. I got 8 logical processor. So if you have more than 4, it is well and good. But minimum is 4 logical processor required. Then you need to check your installed physical memory, RAM. Okay, how much RAM you got in your computer? So I got 32 GB RAM, but minimum is 8 GB RAM. 8 gigabyte of RAM is required minimum. Okay, so that you have to check. Each one of you, you need to check these three things: operating system, processor, and total physical memory. Now, the next thing is you have to check is your space, hard disk space. So on your File Explorer, when you come to File Explorer, you go to this PC. Now in this PC, you have drives here. I got two drives, C drive and D drive. So in any one of the drives, I need to have minimum 100 gigabyte is required, free space in any drives, either C drive or D drive. Okay, since I am already um, using multiple computers, so I'm running out of space. But you need to make sure you have 100 GB free space in C drive or D drive or E drive, whatever the drives you have. Okay, so that is your requirement. Okay, so first today, what we have done, Notepad. Let me open Notepad, and today is 18th November topics. So today we have done discussed about Microsoft Intune overview. Then now check system information. You need to check your system information. And point number 3 is you need to download few things. Okay, download VMware workstation. And point number 4 is download Windows 10 Pro ISO image file. Guys, you have to download these things. So from where you will download? Save this link. Everyone, you save this link, tinyurl.com/links for MECM. So most of the time we have to go to this website, okay, to download our applications or script or anything we need. We go to this link. This is my Google Drive spreadsheet wherein I have uploaded various things. So tinyurl.com/links for MECM. I'm gonna send it to you guys on the chat window in this Teams chat. I just sent it to you guys on the chat window. So you need to go to your Google Chrome browser or Edge browser, and in that you need to type in this one, tinyurl.com/links for MECM. When you do that, it's going to take you to this spreadsheet. Okay, everyone, you have to follow along. And in this spreadsheet, you need to download two things, VMware Workstation and Windows 10. So I'll go down. VMware Workstation is 124. 124, you see, row number 124 is VMware Workstation full. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, we need to start setting up our lab, like Windows 10 we will be setting up, and we'll start uh, creating our Intune subscription. We'll purchase domain from GoDaddy, and we'll start managing our devices. Right from tomorrow we'll start, but we have to, each one of you need to download this one. Okay, so the first one is VMware Workstation. I'm going to copy that link and then put it on the new page, a new tab, and hit enter, and then download. Okay, download, and then download anyway. I have already downloaded it, so I don't want to download it again. So you need to download this one. That's the first thing, guys. Second thing is, let me put it here on the notepad. So that is VMware Workstation. Why do we need VMware Workstation? To build one virtual machine. Okay. Second is Windows 10 ISO image. That is 126. You need to copy and download this one, 126. So click on that and then choose download, right? And download anyway. Windows 10 Pro ISO image file. So this is also needed. So you have to make sure you download these things today itself. Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Pro ISO. So there are two links which I have included in this notepad. Okay, and this is the main link. You need to go to save this link, tinyurl.com/links for MECM, because everything is located there. You just have to go to that portal and download the things which is needed. So make sure you download these two things. Do not install, just keep them downloaded for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow when we meet, then we'll start doing our practical. We'll install VMware Workstation, then we'll install Windows 10 Pro. Okay. Now I have already created one WhatsApp group, and I'm gonna share the recording and everything in my WhatsApp group. Okay. So if you if you are not part of that WhatsApp group, you can let me know. Okay. So right now I see some of you guys are part of that WhatsApp group. Sohini, Pedro, Wali, Gloria, Naidu, Samajit.
Yes, yes. Okay.
6 members are there. Okay. So I'll be sharing recording. I'll be sharing all the important training documents and materials in that website. So if you would like to be a part of that WhatsApp group, you need to send me a message on this number. I'll give you the information about enrollment. So once you are enrolled to the session, you can continue joining the session from tomorrow onwards. Okay, guys, any question before we wrap it up? Anyone has any question? No question? Oh. So I'm gonna share this notes in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And after like an hour from now, I'll upload the recording as well, so that you can get your um, session. I mean, you will get the recording. You need to send me your Gmail ID. Okay. In WhatsApp group, you need to send your Gmail ID. Only Gmail ID. I don't need Outlook or Yahoo or any other. We because access will be given. The recordings, video access will be given on Gmail ID. So each one of you, you send your Gmail ID. Okay. Okay. So those who would like to get yourself enrolled to this course, you can send me a message on this number, and I'll help you with the enrollment. Any question before we wrap it up?
Nothing from my side.
Sorry, one by one, please.
No, I said nothing from my side.
Okay. Any other question from anyone?
No
No
question. Thank
question,
you.
sir.
Okay, guys, we'll meet tomorrow, 9 a.m. India time. Bye now. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Kashyap.